that the salmon flies, you know, all the fly shops said the salmon flies are pretty much done. And okay, but I've seen a few salmon flies flying around. So we got a great tip. On the way here, we're at another section. There's some big lodge homes down through here, but it's a nice shallow section, slow moving water, and there's a good amount of cover in the water as far as river weeds and things like that. And this section is, you got to walk unless you live on the other side. You're walking downriver, and we're gonna walk all the way down till where the S turns start and the water gets a little more fast, and then work our way up. And there was a gentleman on the way down. We got a great tip. Most of the fly shops said the salmon flies are done here, and they're a huge fly. And so they're saying that the salmon fly hatch is done. But you know, I've seen a few out here and there, and so I was like, what? They're not done. But anyways, it's not prolific or anything, but we just talked to a guy who's been camping down here. He's been fishing this whole bank down through here and this part of the river, and he said he's never seen so many salmon flies hatch like he's seen just in the past few days down here. So that's a great tip. Reality is this is a weird season because of rain and colder weather. Like today's in the 50s. It's chilly, but that's okay. But the thing is that we're hoping we can get into some good fish, some good insect activity, because it's been sparse to nil so far here past couple days. And that's not just my experience, but all the other fishermen I talk to, because that's what you do. You talk to other fishermen, get an idea what's going on, and make a plan from there. And they have had the same sort of experience with not a lot of fish and low bug counts. So, and hopefully we don't run into any wild animals. There's kind of a game trail we're following a little bit, but we'll turn it on when we get down the S turns. And it's kind of cooler, cold, little, not drizzly, but getting there on the edge. Hey, over here. So hopefully, though, it'll warm up this afternoon. It's supposed to. Hey, how's it going? We're just above the river here, taking a break. Wanagi's having lunch right now. We're having lunch too. It just never really warmed up much. When the sun comes out, it's a little cloudy. When the sun comes out, it warms up. There are salmon flies everywhere in here. I'm seeing them all over the place. Here, look, watch. You want to see a salmon fly? Look, right here. Right there. There's a salmon fly right there crawling. See that? That's one. Look, right over here. Whoa. And it's not the only one. Look. There's salmon fly, salmon fly, salmon fly, salmon fly. They're all over this log. I mean, from one end to the other, there's salmon flies. Through the bushes, I'm seeing them on the rocks down by the water. If we just got a little bit warmer weather, we'd be stoked. And this wind is kind of chilly, but I think if the weather just would warm up this afternoon, hopefully maybe in an hour or two, I think the high temp is supposed to be around like 3 or 4 actually. So if we could get some warmer weather, like I said, we get that salmon flies be coming off. But right now you can see there's just a light breeze along the water. There were some PMDs coming off, and I fished and caught a couple little dink fish, but nothing big. But what we're looking for is it to warm up, and them salmon flies get active on the water. Those big fish will come over into the shallow parts on the edges here, and they'll start feeding on those salmon flies. And then you can see the big fish and fish to them. Otherwise, you know, who knows where they're at in this river. It's huge. I've tried nymphs, I've tried everything, and just have not gotten a lot of bites or activities. So, and there was another gentleman here before I got here, and he was working his way up, fished this side, fished that side in the middle. I watched him, and he's had 1 or 2 on, but nothing big, just smaller fish. So we'll see, who knows, it could change. Could be tomorrow too, but Monday or Tuesday they're saying snow, so it's kind of crazy. And I think Monday I'm supposed to head back down to where the people put in my alternator. I just had it done on about 3 or 4 days ago, and it's squealing loud, and it's a brand new alternator, so the bearings are bad. So they're going to replace it for free with another one. So I got to go about an hour south, 45 minutes an hour south from here, and go get that new alternator put in. But we'll be able to go get groceries and some other stuff. It'll be a lot cheaper down there than up here. But that's it. All right, Wanagi's done with her breakfast or lunch, and that's good. She ate something. She's kind of just following me along this cliffside as I work my way up the river here. She just kind of stays along the edge of the shore, and I tell her sit from the middle of the river, and she sits and watches me, and it's pretty cool. She's a good dog. So I thought I'd show you guys this. How cool is this? That is a real live beaver dam. Wanagi, no. Stay out of there. Come here. Real live beaver dam right there. Check it out. How cool is that? So beaver built that and lives up underneath inside of there. Pretty amazing, huh? Anyways, we're just cruising upriver now. It's sun's out, so it's warming up a little bit, so hopefully we'll start seeing some salmon flies. But I just wanted to share this with you. How cool is that? Not often you get to see. No, hey, get back up here. You're not listening. I can't let her go down there because I don't want to harass the beaver, and we don't want Wanagi getting harassed by the beaver either. But pretty amazing construction. Look at that, just a big old mound. He'd been building that for years. But place to hibernate in the winter or collect food and hang out in the summer. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, all right, we're gonna head upriver. Hopefully we'll get some more action, some fish, some action. We've got some little fish, but nothing to write home about. So it's just been off. But it's because of these clouds, and there's a huge cloud bank coming over here. There's some over here, but we're getting some sun for a little bit. If it could just heat up a few degrees, those salmon flies will get active and those fish will move in the shallows, and then we'll be hitting them. So maybe as we walk up here around the corner, we'll start seeing some fish rise, because otherwise there's just not much going on. Anyways, enjoy the beaver dam. It's just amazing. Pretty cool. See, there's a salmon fly right above the beaver coming right at us. Look at that. That was a salmon fly. So hopefully they'll keep popping and we'll get some fish rising. Or the muskrat heading right down towards us. We're gonna stay really still. He's right by the rock right in front of us. The big rock, here he comes, right on by. Yep, swooped right up under. I don't know if it's a muskrat or if it's a beaver. Have no idea. Hopefully he's not rabid. Who knows? Has a salmon fly on her collar, right on her neck. Like literally, there's a salmon fly, and they're everywhere, all day, in the bushes everywhere. A few flying around on the water, but not a lot of fish keying in on them, and it's just kind of disappointing that I just don't think the fish numbers are in here right now. They may be lower because of the higher water or lower water or whatever's going on with the flows that they've adjusted. I have no idea. I mean, even in here, this whole fucking stretch here, there's like, I'm seeing like maybe 1 or 2 fish rise, and they're not big aggressive rises, just little sipping, probably taking some sort of an emerger, and there's not many fish going off, and it's pretty still water. It's not horrible out. There's some bugs on the water. Hey, how's it going? So we're walking on trail through the woods. Pretty cool. Big trees, big Doug fir. It's a type of tree. Anyways, grand firs and Doug firs in here. But we're headed to a place right now. We're walking along the top bank. Ooh, a waterfall across the way. To a place called the Box Canyon. And just thought we'd we try this out. Look at this. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Look. See that waterfall across the way? Can you see that over there? Over there. How rad is that? Anyways, here, we're gonna zoom in. There you go. How cool is that over there? A big waterfall coming off the basalt. And we're just up on the cliff side here. We parked way down there, down that trail. We're gonna walk probably a quarter or a half mile down this trail. Wanagi's out in front here. And it's called the Box Canyon. It's here on the Henry's Fork, just on the border of Idaho and Wyoming, in Island Park. And look at that waterfall and that meadow across the way. How rad is that? Elk country. But this is a great section of the river. It doesn't get fished. Look at that. That's pretty cool. There's some houses back in here, some summer homes and stuff. But this section of the river actually doesn't get as much action. It's off the highway a ways, tucked away, and it's a little less accessible for most people. You got to be on your game to get down here, but we got this nice big section down here we're gonna fish, and then we'll fish along the edge here and work our way back up towards the truck, have lunch, and then maybe go upriver too. But pretty amazing, pretty beautiful. And a nice little hike. Wanagi gets to have fun, run around the side of the river. I can keep an eye on her, she'll be safe, and we'll get to fish. And there he is, finally, with the leech. Finally get a fish. They're just not eating the surface stuff. They're just not. So that's just how it goes sometimes. Nice rainbow. Leech. No more dries. Leech. That's it. I can't get a fish to rise. 6 days. Right on, nice bow. Finally, look at that. Pretty fish. Pretty fish. Look at that. Nice fish. All right, Bo. There you go, buddy.